color determination. This one is called sound. Its core key word is sound, either low sound or high sound. A left-oriented active brain is going to be high sound determination. A right-oriented passive brain is going to be low sound determination. Now, sound is a 5, and determination follows the same structure as the hexagram for profile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're getting close to the top of the hexagram. And because it follows the same hexagram as the profile structure, the 5th line profile is going to have some similar keynotes for the 5th color determination. What is it about the 5 that will work for either the profile or the determination? And it's about the acoustics. It's about frequency. When we think about the 5, when we think about the heretic, it's the ability to universalize truth to strangers. But it really is about broadcasting a specific kind of frequency. The 5th color determination is taking things in according to a specific kind of frequency. Now, the left brain is meant for higher caloric intake and minimal or no fasting, whereas the right passive brain is designed for a lower caloric intake and occasional fasting. Fasting is healthy for people with a passive brain. It is detrimental to people who have an active brain. Now, most people are approaching low sound and high sound from the place of volume, whether low means quiet or mute and high means loud, and yet that's not entirely accurate. At least it's very rudimentary. There are other elements that are quite important. When we're talking about things either being quiet or being loud, what that seems to put us in is the environment with which we're consuming the food. Is it quiet when I'm eating low sound, or is it loud when I'm eating high sound? And yet I want to take that awareness down to the actual food level. You know, we talk about how the 4, 5, 6, right now we're in the 5, is about circumstance, not ingredient, okay? So we know that whether it's quiet when you're eating or loud when you're eating is something very, very, very important because it's about the circumstance, but there actually is something to do with the ingredient here. I want you to think about whether or not the food itself that you're about to eat has been exposed to a lot of sound, or what kind of sound it has been exposed to. I'm going to take it one step even further because this came up with a client one time and I thought this was fascinating. They were a low sound person, and as they were deconditioning their determination, they noticed that they were not interested in eating loud sounding foods like chips and crackers. So right there, looking at sound, there is the sound that the item itself has been exposed to. There is the sound that the item itself makes when you're eating it. There is the sound of the environment that you're in while you're eating. Like, there's a lot of different ways to come at this. Now, 4, 5, and 6, the colors for determination, when we're circumstance focused, one of the things that Rob pointed out was that these are the people that really benefit from technology. Now, if we go back to our first color determination, we talked about being very primal, being very cave. Really, it's like the most historical or oldest evolutionary diet type. The higher we go in the numbers, 4, 5, and 6, especially by the time that you get to the 6, we're talking about the newest kind of diet type. If the 1 is the most primal, the 6 is the most sensitive. That means that this 5th color is very, very sensitive. You're very sensitive. Now, you can get a little bit of help or support from technology. I laughed so hard the first time I heard Ross say this, and he said it in many different lectures the exact same way. Now I'm wondering if I'm saying it wrong. Bose. The Bose sound reducing headphones. I laughed so hard hearing about that. I've never said it. I always thought it was Bose. I'm probably wrong. It's probably Bose. Is it sacral or sacral? Who knows? Anyway, pronouncing the words is not the important part, even though it is pretty funny. Technology has a lot to offer 4th, 5th, and 6th color determinations. And in terms of the 5, technology is the most helpful with audio equipment, headphones in particular, noise reducing, noise canceling. You can use headphones to either turn down the sound you're being exposed to, or you can use headphones to turn up the sound you're being exposed to. You may be blasting music in your headphones as a left-oriented high sound determination person. I don't know. You're either having a party or you're the party pooper. If you're low sound, you are not a good person to take to restaurants. You know what? I'm a 1st color determination. I'm not a great person to take to restaurants either. Okay, if you are sacral, I can ask you, are you ready to play with your determination? Do you want to try it now? Are you already trying it? Is it going well? Maybe you're a projector and I can say, you know, I recognize that every time I take you out to dinner, you don't eat very much. And maybe that's when you say, no, like my digestion usually goes kind of funny when I go to these places. And I can say, you know, it's really loud there. In fact, all the loud places we go to, you don't seem to eat very much. Would you like it if we tried going to some quiet restaurants for a while? Maybe you'll feel better. You know, that would be recognition. That would be invitation. It would be asking the person, are they ready to try? And the manifester one. If you're mad at people for being too loud, tell them. I need you to be quiet or I'm not going to digest very well. Or also, you can just leave. You can just go somewhere. You can say, I'm gonna leave the room, it's too loud in here and I'm not going to digest very well. Informing. If you're a reflector, you're taking your time. You are waiting. You are gathering information. You are asking yourself if this feels good for you, if you're ready for this, if you want to try this. And you're gonna feel a little bit differently about it every day, sometimes multiple times a day. And the point is, if you wait a whole lunar cycle, you land on some form of average. You land on a little bit of clarity that says, yeah, it's time, or no, it's not. If you are high or low sound and you have some kind of hack that I don't know about, I would love to hear it. I know that the other people watching this video would love any tips that you can offer. Leave it in the comment section or send me a DM on Instagram.